Oh man, oh man. I hate to be doing a video on this. It's kind of getting annoying because I genuinely, at this point, don't know anymore. I don't think anybody knows. The Nintendo Switch 2, where is it? This thing is getting leaked left and right. There is a new Nintendo Switch 2 leak every single day. We got the Joy-Cons getting leaked that has apparently a serial number on it that if you go on the Nintendo website and search that serial number, it's a verified serial number. The leaks for the Switch 2 is getting absolutely insane. And, you know, there's been so many rumors of when the Switch 2 was supposed to be announced. A lot of rumors of why it hasn't been announced yet. There is so much going on with the Nintendo Switch 2. I kind of wanted to do a video where we're going to talk about all the latest with it. Not necessarily all the leaks and rumors, but we're going to do the best of our knowledge to give the best leaks out there, an update on everything, talk about how I am wrong about how I thought it was going to get announced already when I think it's going to get announced. There is a lot to talk about in this Switch 2 video. Man, Nintendo, they need to do something. This is something that I pointed out a few months ago, that if Nintendo didn't announce it yet, the leaks were going to get way worse, and there was going to eventually be legitimately leaks out there that was going to ruin the surprise. So if you haven't heard, I don't really know where this originated from, but yesterday morning I just wake up and I see that the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons have leaked again. Except this time this is a more convincing leak because there's serialized numbers. People have put the Nintendo logo on the back. This looks like a very legitimate Nintendo leak out there. There's a few weird things about it though. We have the sides of the Joy-Con and the back of the Joy-Con being showed off, but they don't show the front, which I think is very interesting and very weird that they did not do that. There's a few weird things about it. People are thinking it's real, and now there's people thinking it could potentially be fake. You can do the serialized number check by going on Nintendo website and find the serial numbers that was posted for this Joy-Con and see that it's a legitimate serialized number. However, there's people pointing out that as long as the first 5 letters are correct, you can put anything on there and it's always gonna come correct. Now, there is a way to really verify this serial number. I just don't feel like doing it, and you guys in the comments are, I guess, open to do it if you want. The best thing I could figure out is probably calling Nintendo themselves. There's a support center that they do like the warranty checks. You have to give them a serial number for that. And I feel like if you give them that serial number, depending their response to you, it's either a real serial number or 2, not a real serial number, because they're gonna have a quicker way of verifying it, and depending the reaction, they'll be like, oh, we don't recognize this device, something like that. I think that could tell you if it's a real serial number or not. Granted, they might have just put this serial number on these 2 Joy-Cons and it not actually be Switch 2 Joy-Cons. They might have mixed up serial numbers. There's many different ways that you could get around doing this to fake these Joy-Cons, but it's a lot of effort that I don't know if someone's going to want to do. I'm also filming this on January 6th, which is the day that the Switch 2 was heavily rumored to be announced. And guess what? As of right now of me filming this video, there has been absolutely nothing about the Switch 2. I don't know what is going on with this system. It feels like every day there's like credible leakers that are coming out, be like, oh yeah, the Switch 2, next week. At this point, I don't know anymore. I saw somebody that was like, you know what, if the Switch 2 doesn't get revealed this week, it'll be the next week or the week after that. And then you look at January, they're like, well, they're just pretty much saying, some point in January, trying to make it look like they're right or something. It is absolutely insane what's happening with the Switch 2. In fact, people are going so crazy in the Switch 2 interest right now that someone is making a 3D printed Nintendo Switch 2 dock based off the leaks to compare it to the other Nintendo Switch dock and just comparing it from size, from everything that the leaks are saying. The fact that people are going crazy over the Switch 2 dock that could probably be real, probably not. It's one of those things that we don't even know. The fact that people are going crazy over a 3D printed model that we don't even know, like, the Switch 2 topic is getting insane. I predicted this a little over a year ago. I told people that this was going to be a very annoying topic and people were going to make horrible videos on this and that it was just going to get annoying to talk about. And at this point, I think everyone can say that MonadoMax was correct about this, because some of the Switch 2 things that are coming out is absolutely insane. Like today, while I was waiting to find something out for the Switch 2, if something was going to happen today, a new leak happened. Guess what today's leak was? Nintendo's making some TikTok service on the Switch 2 that's going to have heavy features with the capture button that was on that Joy-Con leak. And they're calling it like something with Amiibo. Like, it is an annoying thing that's happening. They're supposedly bringing about Miiverse, but this person had no credible sources. They had nothing to prove that they have a legitimate reason to think this. And everyone's covering it. Everyone is just covering everything. Like, literally people, most of these Switch 2 leaks are fake and people are just covering it. They know it's fake. It's getting insane. Nintendo needs to do something about this. We know that the Switch 2 is coming. We know that we're going to get it before the end of March. But I really think Nintendo needs to do something sooner rather than later. Because at this point, this thing's going to actually get leaked. We're having people talk about the power of this system, comparing it to Samsung, that might be as powerful as a PlayStation 4 Pro. The specs of this thing is getting leaked. So much is getting leaked of the Switch 2 that the reveal that Nintendo is planning for could get ruined. And I'm really worried that this is going to backfire on Nintendo, because these people could have some high expectations from the leaks, and if these leaks are fake, and it's not even close to anything that the leaks have suggested, people are going to get mad or disappointed over something that Nintendo didn't even talk about. These leaks are ruining everything, and I'm starting to get worried. I feel like this could be really bad on Nintendo if they don't do something soon. I feel like, well, I can't say I feel like, because I genuinely thought that the Switch 2 was going to get unveiled in September of last year. That did not happen. And then I was like, okay, it's going to be November then. That did not happen. Here we are in January, and I'm not 100% sure if they're going to do anything this month. I know they have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD coming out next week, and I don't think they're going to talk about the Switch 2 until that comes out. Then you go into February, you notice that there's nothing coming out for the Nintendo Switch. February is typically a Nintendo Direct. Could they do a Direct that month to unveil the Switch 2? I don't know. You go into March, there's only one Switch game coming out, Xenoblade Chronicles X. They're obviously probably not going to unveil the system in March because they probably want to promote Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I don't know what's going to happen. It is a mess. And obviously the games are running out for the Nintendo Switch. We only know 4 things. We have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which is a remaster, nothing too crazy. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, also a remaster, nothing too crazy. Meteoroid Prime 4, we don't know when that's coming out. That is more than likely a cross-hybrid release. I have said that since 2017, that game was going to be launching on the next Nintendo console, and at this point, I think I'm correct about this. And then there's Pokemon Legends Z8, and considering that game is not out yet, and we know absolutely nothing about it, I expect it's coming out late this year. And the Switch 2 is coming out late this year. I feel like there's a good chance that could be a cross-hybrid game. Or the game's just going to run really good on Switch 2 and run horrible on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know what to expect at this point. I don't know if Nintendo has more games for the Switch. They obviously have some more remasters left that they could do, like the Zelda, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess HDs. Those could come out. They have the rest of the Meteoroid Prime series that they could release. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if there's going to be a traditional Nintendo Direct in February. There is so much that we don't know. And it's starting to get worrisome, because where is this system? Where is it, Nintendo? I mean, I know you told us before the end of March, but we're not that far away from March. And it feels like we really just don't know what's happening this year when it comes to Nintendo. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see Nintendo wanting to do a Direct, but then they also need to update what's the future of these games. Bro, these leaks, bro, they're ruining everything, and I am kind of worried. It just feels like every day there's something stupid about the Switch 2 coming now, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear anything about it. Every month we think it's going to happen, and it doesn't happen. At this point, I don't know if anything's going to happen in January. If something's going to happen for the Switch 2, I feel like it would be sometime after Donkey Kong Country Returns. There's now more reports that January 20th is the day that they're going to announce the Switch 2. First, it was January 6th. Now it's January 20th. Probably next week they're gonna say it's February 17th. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's annoying, and it's hard to plan around this because I'm hoping I'm off when the system's revealed so I can make videos on it. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Something does need to be done soon though, because these third-party developers are going to accidentally leak it. We're already seeing third-party games get announced for the Switch 2, such as the Yooka-Laylee remaster, and we're also seeing that developers are listing, at least some of the employees are listing that they're working on Switch 2 ports. One of the things that just got leaked, I don't even know if it's leaked because this actually happened, this is a listed thing on one of the employees' projects, is that Gotham Knights, a remaster for that is in the works for the Nintendo Switch 2. Don't even know why they're doing Gotham Knights, no one liked that game, but my whole point is, if stuff's coming out, these games are getting leaked, this is getting to be a mess. And in some ways, it's reminding me of the Nintendo Switch in ways because the leaks were getting crazy for that, but nowhere near as crazy as this. We're actually getting products revealed. I mean, we had that whole leak back in what was it, October, where some Reddit user supposedly had the Switch 2. Everyone was going crazy over that. And then when the account got deleted, everyone was like, oh my God, Nintendo took them out. It's a real leak. People are so desperate that they're not considering the fact that maybe it's the person themselves that deleted the account to make it look more like a legitimate leak. Something's happening. Why is that moving? That cartridge never used to move like that. That is getting annoying. This might be the last video that you see that cartridge. Guys, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. What do you guys think's happening with the Switch 2? When do y'all think it's gonna be unveiled?
You guys. I don't want to be that guy, but I got some information. Not that big of a deal, but it's kind of regarding the Nintendo Switch 2. First game, not that big of a deal. Guardians Crusade, Night and the Baby, coming to the Nintendo Switch. You already know, dude. April 2nd, $20. Second game, this one's a little bit more of a big deal. Second game, I don't want to be that guy, but Doodle Jump, jumping its way on the Nintendo Switch, $60.
At this point, I don't see March as a possibility. Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out. February seems to make the most sense, but then you go into when is it coming out? I don't think Nintendo wants to be released during the holiday season. I think that's why the Switch was so successful, because they were released at a weird time where it wasn't during the holiday season. They were able to make enough to where they could sell crazy units during the holiday season. I feel like the system was supposed to come out in early this year, and potentially a delay happened. We know when it was called the Nintendo NX that was supposed to come out during holiday 2016. Then all of a sudden, a delay happened out of nowhere. Well, an unofficial delay. If you followed the leaks, you know that system was going to come out in late 2016, but that's never been official because that was never talked about, but we know that was definitely supposed to come out late 2016. And I feel like with everything that we're seeing about this system, everything we're hearing, I feel like we were supposed to already have this system revealed. We're seeing accessory companies talk about what the Switch 2 is, and the system's not even out yet. What's that company? Is it, they make custom covers, I think, accessories. They literally showed a Switch 2 case talking about the specs of the Switch 2 and that this will fit the Switch 2. It sounds like the Switch 2 was already supposed to be unveiled at this point, with the fact that accessories are coming out left and right about the Switch 2. I don't know what's happening. Nintendo needs to do something because people are going to ruin this. These companies are going to ruin the reveal. There's going to be high expectations, and maybe those high expectations will be delivered. Maybe the system is what everyone's thinking. But what if it's not? Then people are going to say that the Switch 2 sucked over things that Nintendo themselves didn't put out. It's a mess. Where is the Switch 2, Nintendo? Please tell us something. Give us something. Give us another Mario looking at something and being like, oh, the next Nintendo generation. If y'all know how the Nintendo NX was revealed, they did it at 8:30 p.m. They tweeted Mario looking at something. He's like, we have an image for you. We need something like that. Guys, I think I've been talking for way too much. I want to know what you're thinking. And I just realized I'm wearing this yellow shirt. I think every Switch 2 video I've done, I have wore this yellow shirt. This is not intentional, But I guess now I'm gonna make this intentional every Switch 2 video until it gets unveiled. It's gonna be this yellow side duck t-shirt. Guys, I have been talking for way too much. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 20,000 by the end of the year, maybe even more. I feel like we could get more depending when the Switch 2 comes out. Please don't come out during holiday season. Without further ado, make sure to backslash that subscribe button. Check out the Twitter, check out the Discord server, check out Instagram. Monado Marine membership, $5 a month in the description below, helps out the channel tremendously. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Man, when is the Switch 2 coming out? This is getting annoying. I'm done looking at this cartridge.